I am absolutely honored to have your presence here. You already know that outside of some people, I'm probably your number one fan. I'm not going to throw no names at it. So, I mean, basically, what we do on this show is, well, for me, everybody I bring on here, for people that don't know you, which would be the two people that are living underneath the rock on the south side in the corner somewhere. Um, I like to get the lowdown on you first, and then but again, what I do is I want to, get your ideas and your thoughts on current status of music today and stuff like that. So, you know, tell us about Teresa Griffin.
Tell me about this. Really, that question.
Mm,
Uh, huh. Well, all I can say is that right now I am writing and and attempting to do a project
okay,
um, that I've been birthing. It started during COVID,
okay,
and hmm, and I lost some people, and it changed the trajectory of the project just a little bit. It kind of put me in focus in a different way.
okay,
Um, and right now, I'm just kind of in that stage of finishing it up and trying to be as honest as possible with myself while I do it. Uh, I think it's going to be called a conversation with a woman.
okay,
What I became after COVID. Um, just some self realizations and just being able to write. I always like to write like I'm writing a book.
okay.
I want the whole project to tell the story.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you need to live a little bit more in order to tell the story. So
Okay,
I'm not the artist that puts out like a project every year, every 2 years. You know, I'll take my time and go through some things so I can reflect back and um, be able to like really paint this picture,
okay. Mm-hmm.
throughout the time. So I I like to think of myself as like a film singer. Even when I put my show together, you
Tell the
know,
story from start to finish.
yes.
Gotcha. Okay. Um, so this is one of the things I've always wanted to know about. So if you, who would you say? I mean, because I've seen people that you've sung with, background and forefront. Who would you say if for you was that moment that you realized you wanted to do it? So who was your biggest influence?
Oh, I'm from the church, so I remember pretty much being like maybe 5 or 6 years old, and my dad called my sister Mary up to sing. She was probably like 7 or 8, and for me, it was like, why did you call her up without me? You know, I um, I probably fell in love with music. My grandmother was a singer, and she used to just to sing when we were driving down the highway,
Hmm.
going to church, and she would, you know, sing. And my dad definitely didn't want to be off key,
Gotcha.
in the car with him. Uh, but basically, my father and my grandmother taught us how to sing
Okay.
and how to harmonize with one another and how to really listen
Hmm.
to one another. And
Okay.
that's, important in music, even with the musicians. It's important to listen to one another so that you can complement each other.
Absolutely.
And sometimes, as musicians, they kind of need to get out of their own way to do it. Musicians that really do love singing, they don't have a problem getting out of your way and letting you sing and playing with you,
Okay.
you know. And it's and for me, those are musicians that I prefer to work with. But it's hard, because those people are like, um, how can I put this? Um, everybody's busy. Let's do it.
Right.
There you go.
Okay. Okay. So there's a lot of accomplishments that you have done. I mean, it's amazing when people can chart your history and see your development from where people didn't know you to where you became TV relevant to concert relevant to whatever you want, however the relevance is becomes for you. What if there was one thing we can actually say is that moment where you actually said, this is why I do what I do. If there is one, or I
Mm.
mean, if there's, I mean,
Um, I think like being in South Africa and having and people were singing lyrics to my song "Wonderful."
okay,
This is why you do what you do.
okay,
Um, when you, I don't know, when you see kids go off to college and you get a part of it,
okay.
like you're going on 17 years, sending kids off to college with their
So sorry.
uh,
Trying to get the best audio for you guys.
okay. Okay, so these children are moving around.
I
I
know.
think this is
These
good.
are these are these are
Say
lovely.
what's happening.
Yeah, these are
We are
lovely
some
things.
some wonderful interns in this room. So so that we can stop pretending like they're not trying to get stuff together.
Yeah.
Go ahead, baby.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome, friend.
You
These
might,
children up here running cords. I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on. I'm like, what are they
I
doing?
just want to get the best audio and visual for
I
you.
understand, baby. Go ahead and stick your cord. Here we go. Look at it.
So, I've always been you know, an absolute fan. I am anybody can tell you. I'm big on voice. I'm big on people who you can totally feel what they sing, and it's not just random parts. In regards to you telling a story, your songs are always from start to finish. Absolutely wonderful.
Thank
Um,
you.
and I again for me I appreciate I hate to use the term sanger, but because of
But that's a good, I think that's a sweet word, the saint. She's a saint, not singer, but saint. That's a music thing. You hear another singer say, she's a saint.
right.
And that's a huge compliment. So I know that everybody thinks they can sing. You know, um, we're in a society where, you never know what's going to tingle somebody's ear and what
Absolutely,
they're going to like. I mean,
absolutely.
right before we came in here, somebody was playing some stuff and I was like, what the hell is going on? But somebody liked that music. So, you know, child, I thought I stepped out into the Twilight Zone. And I was like, well, okay then. And I thought about it, I was like, that's something that you would hear on the soundtrack,
Absolutely.
and it being a movie, and that's a great placement.
Hmm.
And it's it's something that people will actually get to hear. And somebody gets paid to write something that's not the norm.
Absolutely.
And so none of us can really judge, what's successful and what's not. Because God gave all of us this beautiful niche in the world.
Hmm.
And that's what I got from, whatever he was playing. That's what I got from whatever he was playing. I because you have to stop and step out of your judgmental crap, to really appreciate that somebody else did something that you think that nobody in the hell what.
Right.
But it has character. And it was, he placed somewhere in the movie and I was like, so
Right.
yeah, I'm sitting here.
Absolutely. So okay, so here's one of the things that I've always. We know you're not Chicago born, but you are Chicago raised. I mean, the
I am Louisiana raised.
I
I am
know.
Louisiana
I,
raised,
I,
but I have Chicago shape.
okay, I'll give you that. Okay, that's fine.
I was shaped, here. I was raised in Louisiana.
Okay.
So there are a lot of things, cultural wise, that I am totally oblivious to. And I'm okay that I am. You know, when you grow up rural, when you grow up mixed school, um, clear about racism, but also clear about who you are. You know, to grow up in the South and not have to worry about not having music programs and having sports programs. It's something that you just get in school down there. You get home economics, and they don't even know what that is anymore.
Mhm.
And so, I really was blessed to grow up with a father who hunts. I
Oh
see
wow.
both sides of
Okay.
life. I'll cry about Bambi, but my dad was a hunter, and you gotta eat. You know, that kind of thing. We always want this perfect balance in life, or you can't do this and you can't do that. But really, we're really just supposed to respect each other and everything else around us. And
Absolutely.
and so that's my upbringing. And then I came to Chicago, and I was shaped into a musician.
Okay.
Because I had to learn tons of songs because came out of the church. So I didn't know a lot of secular music. I knew some, but not a lot. And I had to study really hard. And I had no friends. Um, I was, blessed enough to be in the right places at the right time because God's timing is everything.
Okay.
And so, like literally, He managed. God managed everything. And
Hmm.
I just kind of kept myself in learning mode, always wanting to be like reinvent myself, keep doing what I needed to do, um, and want to help somebody along the way. So, but staying focused, was huge. So to get married, way down the road, and not really have a support system other than, let me say, having a support system, but not it being your immediate family. So then you can't really trust people.
Right.
And I was like thinking I could trust everybody. I'm speaking to people on the street, and I'm sitting there wondering what the hell is she speaking for. So just real country. Um, but the beautiful thing about it was, I got the right mentors, Bernie Mac, Jerry Butler. I had the Jackson family in my life. I've had people like Gene Chandler and gosh, Patti LaBelle. Had the pleasure of singing background for on in commercials and just sing with Oprah and Diana Ross, and it's a wonderful life because God will put you where you need to be.
Okay.
From meeting Lou Rawls and being backstage and having this wonderful experience. With these people, these musicians. The OJs actually watching your show. That makes you continue to go on. Even when somebody else is really discouraging you.
Right.
I've had a great performance career, and I've loved writing my own projects. Would I like to collaborate with some people? I would love to. I don't want to lose who I am trying
Basically,
to be popular.
understand.
You know, I,
Understand.
I think sometimes we lose ourselves in this because we don't want to struggle. But every day you get up is a blessing, and everyone has a talent, and God has helped me be able to help other kids, and you know, now starting my conference with Wonderful Woman. My brand is just me. I need to be me unapologetically. And a lot of us apologize for who we are to fit in. And I just can't do that. I don't really care. I can't care more than I care about myself.
I think yeah, a lot of times the individuality of ourselves sometimes is lost because we don't want to be. We want the center of attention, so to be the center of attention is a time that you might have to suffer being yourself because nobody really wants to know that. They just want to make sure you're tap dancing to the tunes that everybody else is doing. And individuality is very important. It actually is.
Yeah, I think a lot of artists, first of all, it takes a certain amount of discipline to keep doing this over and over again. It's insane, and it's in a certain amount of discipline. We've got, the same problems that everybody else does.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know on the ride down here, they were talking about this stalker, which is me that where it is. People stalking you and thinking that you are somebody different than, the person that you get on stage is not the person that you get at home.
Absolutely.
It's just not. That's that I leave her, on the stage. I try to anyway. But if she sleep in the house a little bit, but for the most part, when you get home, I'm not walking around in stilettos.
Right.
I got my blank flip flops on, but I'm not walking around in stilettos. And it's just people are just people.
Right.
You know, and some of us were lucky to be able to entertain people, and that's it. We are
Absolutely.
lucky to be able. We're really blessed to be able to entertain people and be creative, but not lose yourself in the process. Because fame is really as long as people like you.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
what that is.
One of the things is so funny because uh, if anybody didn't watch the Chris Rock special, he said one of the biggest addictions in this country today is attention. We all want to be attention.
Which
We
is
want
why he got up there and said what he said. But,
absolutely
well, and sometimes I always say the bully ends up looking good a lot of times.
hmm
And the person that wasn't, that's giving everybody the whole tap dancing song for once lost it.
hmm
And everybody was like, it's so unforgivable.
right.
But sometimes you just want people to shut the hell up
Absolutely
about your business. I done already had to tell y'all more than I want to tell you in damn way. Now we're going to make a joke about it on the day I'm supposed to be getting the greatest award of my life, maybe.
hmm
Nobody can understand that. Nobody. Oh, he shouldn't have done it. No, he shouldn't have. But he did.
hmm
And the joke should have been told, but it was. And it was a lot that went before all of that. But just understand that people have breaking points and you really never know.
when it's
You
going to happen.
never know when somebody, it could be some residual stuff with something else, yeah. You
hmm
know, but they may have had all they can in that one moment and you'd be like, oh my God, they blew it out of proportion. And in all actuality, it was building up. It just so happened that night.
Right.
It was building
It was
up.
going to happen sooner or later.
So somebody was going to take a handful, no matter what. Something was going to happen. And that night, he opened that mouth up and he was sick of it.
hmm
And it's like, okay, and everybody, oh my God. Well, black folks, let's talk about that part. We don't want to be embarrassed about no other black folks doing nothing, nobody, no other black people. It's really what was unforgivable. It
hmm
wasn't that he hit his ass. It's when he did it.
Right.
That's,
Had it been handled outside
had it been
afterwards,
handled
we
outside,
wouldn't be talking about it.
backstage, they would be like, well, he shut his ass up. But
Right.
no, because he did it in front of, he spanked that ass in front of white America.
Millions.
It's like, oh my God, how did you make black people look bad? Black people ain't got nothing to do with this right here, okay? He should have kept his black mouth closed. And he just talked at the wrong moment. Anybody else who had spoke at that moment was gonna get that.
hmm
It don't matter who it was. It just so happened to be Chris.
You're not funking me tonight.
And it was like, you gonna shut the hell up now. He didn't take all, he took all he could. The man snapped, okay? And it was bound to happen, okay? Because really,
Absolutely.
women are supposed to be able to take it because we can take half. Let's just talk about that shit. We can take half. So when you mess over us, we taking half. Just say it would be worse, you know, if he just said, no, I can't love my wife no more because everybody else don't want me to. It just don't work like that. Love don't work like that.
Right.
love just don't work like I can abandon your ass
Yeah.
whenever I want to. As a matter of fact, it's the exact opposite. It is difficult when you are in love with somebody to leave them, and you built a life with this person, and everybody else is mad because this older woman got some young thing. That's the other boy. That
Mm-hmm.
was her son's friend. Well, now if it had been a man, they'd have lived it down because he didn't hear the little young thing, and it was old enough.
Right.
But it's a tragedy when a cougar get loose, honey. Okay, a cougar got loose and everybody was mad at her. All right, and
Understandable.
And Will just said, "Well, that's my wife, and I'm staying with my damn wife because y'all don't know what I did.
Right.
This is embarrassing like hell to me, and I want y'all to leave me the hell alone."
Right.
And just so happened, we done had some issues. So I ain't even trying to have her on my tail because I'm trying to be that husband. I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to get through it. And here comes some black man.
Making a comment about it.
I'm supposed to be getting an award. Ain't nobody supposed to be talking to me about Jada ass tonight. We
Mm-hmm.
ain't gonna be G.I. Joe up in here tonight. And he lost it. He lost it.
Ain't no Matrix is right. I
Get the
got
hell
you.
up. I done had enough of this. It could have been anybody else. At that point, Will had enough. He was getting a goddamn award. And
Mm-hmm.
now he done get this man.
And
And
then.
everybody is mad as hell. He done every damn thing ruined. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to keep it together, and folks just won't. They just won't leave him be. The man snapped. Okay.
Yeah.
And everybody mad. Get over it. Shit, Chris should have shut the hell up. Okay. Some
Okay.
jokes you just shut the hell up. Okay.
Gotcha.
Shut up. Shut up. Not tonight. Find something else to talk about. Everybody will talk about everybody so damn talented. Well, write another joke.
Mm-hmm.
Write another damn joke.
Yeah.
That part. Anyway.
So once again, this is WNUR 89.3 FM. From HD1 Everton, Chicago. It is the Vintage House Radio Show. With your host tonight, DJ Rocky Floyd. And in case you don't know this voice, I am sitting here with the incomparable TERISA Griffin. Um, so now I want to ask you another one of these questions that's always been sitting on the back of my mind as well. So you're in Chicago, you're you're growing, you're developing the artist that you are, and everyone is seeing blossoming, wanting to hit these notes and telling the story, and people are moved by it. How did it get into the house music? And tell me how that happened. Well, first, before you go into it,
House music.
yes. So let me do this first. Um, Shout out to Terry Hunter. First of all, I haven't been on since the Grammys, but shout out to Terry. Congratulations. Um, if nobody knows, Terry Hunter is the Grammy the Grammy nominated producer who created the song "Wonderful."
No, he didn't.
Well, not created, but
He
he
remixed
remixed it and brought it. It's your creation. He just happened to
that part.
add a little something, add a little
He
something on the
remixed.
side.
He remixed. And
Absolutely.
we totally re-recorded all the vocals. So none of the vocals from the original project um, is on there.
Okay.
So it's almost like two different songs.
Mm-hmm.
But in all actuality, you can tell. I mean, I did the background so that it does match. I just didn't want my vocals sped up,
Gotcha.
and
Yeah.
and it was good to create around you know the beat in that regard. There's a lot of other stuff you can do in the house if you can't necessarily just do an R&B just
Absolutely.
because of the movement of everything. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, but yes, um, remix.
Okay, so how were you introduced to this another level of Teresa Griffin?
Mary Dasher took me over to meet Terry Hunt, and at that point, uh, we were remixing My Naked Soul, the project, and she was like, you need to do some remixes. And I was like, remix, girl. And she's like, yeah, you should meet Terry. And she was the one who introduced us.
Okay.
And we went over, and the first song that he remixed was Sunshine, and we got a little buzz with that, and then Wonderful just people just lost it.
Mm-hmm.
And I do love the remix. I love the R&B version, soul version, um, but I also love the house version. That's kind of interesting, to like them both very much. But I've just um, had so much fun, on the house side. And so I really like house music now as far as being able to create it and just hearing all of the singers who house music gave a voice to. I
Mm-hmm.
wish he would give a voice and more vocal about who the artists are,
Mm-hmm.
the singers.
Right.
I think at times the singers are downplayed in house when really,
Yeah.
The DJs and the producers will get a lot of work off of it. But the singer tends to not be promoted as much.
Absolutely.
And so that's the part I don't care for very much.
Absolutely.
But uh, it is a very wonderful part of my life.
So we've seen, uh, well, of course, wonderful is wonderful just skyrocketed. It is one of the official now. I call it one of the official house anthems that will be timeless to be played, no matter what, no matter when.
It is no secret when Terry and I get together, it's so easy to work with him. He's a lot of fun to work with because producer wise, Terry um, very much will listen to what the singer says, and that makes the creative mode so cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I can laugh and talk with him, and then we can work, and then he's like a brother,
Mm-hmm.
and so I'm really appreciative, to Terry for even remixing the song and hearing it the way that he heard it. So that's why he was nominated for the Grammy.
Oh no, he's very Terry's
That's
one
why
of
he was
the
nominated for the Grammy.
Terry is one of the best in Chicago to do it. Absolutely. I mean, he's touched a lot of music, remix wise, and some of the original stuff that he makes as well.
And Mike Dunn too.
Oh well.
So now Mike Dunn did like my favorite praise tune. He created you, like he created me. And I know my audience knows. And I'm grateful for all the simple things, my house, my car, my job. I love that song.
Mm-hmm.
My things are what you are. You rise, you fall, you fall. You live above it all. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
That we did that together. So it's kind of that song just makes me happy. So yeah, Mike, I actually worked with Mike way before I worked with him.
Okay.
Like way back, the first time I did Ain't No Sunshine, ain't no sunshine when he's gone. And Mike remixed. I mean, like he produced it, and I've always really admired,
Oh yeah.
the way. And he did I Confess.
Okay.
So all y'all that love I Confess, Mike did I Confess, and that was so mad much. That's like a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Just writing that song.
Yeah, Mike is another one. The Chicago sound is very relevant in a lot of music today. A lot of people don't understand that, and it's not. And again, it's because of the influences of a Mike or a Terry or some of the other artists, some of the other producers in the city that maybe not as televised as those two brothers are, but you can always tell when it's been touched by a DJ or a producer in Chicago, or a DJ who is a producer in Chicago. Um, uh, so there is, if, so of course everyone is going to say "Wonderful" is probably one of the best songs remixed because it's one of the anthems. I mean,
Thanks.
there's but there's others. I mean, Distant Lovers
No, I'm not mad about it.
no, Distant Lovers is a great song. I when I first heard it, I was like, okay, uh,
Distant Lover remix or the Distant Lover R&B version?
well, the R&B. I mean, I listen to R&B versions first because again, what you do, and then as it is transcribed into the arena that I DJ mostly at.
In the house.
Correct. So I like listening to the original first,
Yeah.
and the original is how the basis of most of the stuff comes. If especially in the house community, there are a lot. I mean, a gazillion of remixes on almost every artist, from Jill to Erica to Shaka to Teddy. So we've taken almost all of the R&B that we grew up on and listened to, and it's been produced and remixed and shuffled around so it fits the community that we're in a lot of. So, but hearing the original sometimes is what gives you the foundation of, like I said again before, I appreciate your voice because everything you do, it's your all from start to finish. So I want to hear that your all from start to finish, your core, and then see how it's brought into my world basically. So just another, yeah. I mean, and everybody, well, in case you don't know, I'm gonna tell everybody this now. Every song that Teresa has sang, I am an absolute fan of, but there's only one that will never. And again, this is not to knock whatever you do going forward, but everybody knows "You Got Me" is my most favorite song. Just again, start to finish.
You must have been watching the video.
I,
You must have been
I,
watching the video.
I again, when I first heard it, I didn't see it. I didn't know there was a video.
Rockman Dunbar is
Yes.
my love interest in the
Yeah,
video.
yeah, I know. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, but
What? That is my love interest in the
mhm,
video. He's my therapist in the video,
mhm,
and I'm so schizophrenic.
okay,
I'm a whole. He said I was some kind of case of soul schizophrenic.
mhm,
I was like, so I'm soul schizophrenic. Huh? I love shooting that video with him. My I always call Randy my agent, my late agent. Uh, God rest his soul, Randy Crumpton. Uh, put all of that together and had Rockman come in.
okay,
And I mean, I paid him. But he had him come in
mhm,
and be my love interest in my mind. You know, a lot of people live in their mind and they so schizophrenic.
yeah,
They all up in their head. And
mhm,
so he was the love interest, and that was a lot of fun. We shot at Stan Starworth house, beautiful home,
okay,
and right down to the the pool and the floor.
mhm,
And I done drowned myself here and there, and then he had to bring me back. Crazy, crazy women. You know how women are. We crazy.
mhm,
Like that's it. Just throw me down. Okay, you got me. It's over. It's over. It's over. Ooh, it'd be over. Okay, when we fall, we be falling all hard. We be like, it's over. It's over. So basically, I just broke from their perspective. Just a drama queen. You know, she was nutty as a fruitcake. Love it. It's some of us that are like that. We have to. We have to respond. Oh, it got hot. Oh, there it is. Something else is happening with this phone. Oh, baby, it look like it had purple. Somebody trying to hack my damn phone. It
mhm,
child, what's going on with my damn phone? It looked like somebody was hacking it. It was purple. I said, what the hell's going on with this phone? It's purple. But sorry about that. So anyway, it was really wonderful working with him, and it was wonderful working with Chris Adams who shot it because it was like coming up with the concept of, me in my mind giving him a grape and he ain't even in the chair, and then he disappears out the chair, but in my mind he's in the chair. It's really good, to have, to have that, to go and delve in that because, I mean, in college I wasn't that stable, so it wasn't, it was, I could go there, so child. I wasn't that stable, okay? I wasn't that stable in college. I won't be telling my business, but I wasn't that stable, okay?
Okay.
So, you didn't want to date me wrong. You just say that, okay? You didn't want to date me wrong, okay? Think about that. Think about dating me wrong, okay? Yeah. And so I go from that perspective, Everything all in my mind. All I wanna do is say, baby, please don't go. Can't you see how real you feel? Got me hypnotized. Is this for real? You got me. Oh, oh, you got me. Oh, oh, you got me. Oh, oh, got me heart and soul. Baby, don't you know you got me?
That is unbelievable. Oh, and for everybody out there, I want y'all to be jealous. When I attended one of Teresa's concerts at the winery.
Speak up, yeah. Everybody hear you. What you say? What?
When I attended one of Miss Griffin's concerts at the winery, this lady sang that song directly to me, and can't nobody else claim that never again.
You're right, because I don't really sing it that often.
And
I think I got to the bridge. And when you call my name, I'm running. There is no shame. Please take me. Don't let me go. Oh, baby. Oh, you gotta know you got me. Ooh, oh, oh.
Now, see.
Now I sing it to you, okay?
That is a voice because that is core real. It's all real, all core. And you can do that. That's unbelievable talent again. So I'm gonna do that all the time, every time you sing. Um, so now that the house community has embraced you and we totally love you, totally love you. I mean, if it's, I'm telling you, totally love you because it is impossible for house music now to not have you in it. Is there anything that's in the process of being remixed, or are you coming up with some original stuff?
I'm releasing on this project. Frankie Knuckles did a version of Sunshine, and so I've negotiated with the foundation to be able to, with his archives, to be able to release the song.
Okay.
So that is going to be, and I love it. Sometimes I play it before, like when we put on tea time. I play it a little bit, and so I'm putting it on the project because it is so where I am. And then I'm doing this one other um, kind of like house tune, and I'm really really hoping that people like really really love it. So oh yeah, yeah, that's where I'm at with it. Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm excited about it. And then there's other stuff on there that's definitely not house, but I've got this song about a drink. About a drink. I got a song about a drink, and it's told as if a woman is being penetrated by this drink.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
How it affects you, without, you know, going, but you know,
Right.
you know, but it happens when it enters you, you know, it changes you. When two people are together, it changes you because you know this is the essence of another person, and so that's why you got to be careful who you sleep with.
Absolutely.
Mm, that's hard.
Absolutely. Um, since you've been in Chicago for a large amount of time now, is there anything prior? Because I'm pretty sure that once you've gotten now, you got pulled into the house music, so of course you hear house music, and I know it becomes way more relevant now to you because you having your integral part of it. Was there anything before that stood out to you in regards to? I mean, I
As
know you
far
talk
as
about
house music,
as far as house.
I love Sylvester. You make me yeah. I don't really think of it as house music, you know, probably in that regard. I think that I know that is the technical term for it, but I also, you know, at one point there was a thing called disco.
Absolutely.
And,
Disco burst house.
and okay, well, you know, now we can give her credit for having it,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Absolutely.
so, so
Absolutely.
basically, when you listen to Donna Summers,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you're hearing the essence of what house really is. But you're
Absolutely.
hearing it with really live instruments. You're hearing it with the string
Mm-hmm.
section. And you're hearing it with the real horns, and you know, there's a thing when you're trying to duplicate something like that, you can only duplicate it, you know, either by sampling what someone else has done
Mm-hmm.
or bringing in a live musician to
Again.
give you all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And back then, you know, they spent time with the musicians in the studios, and they would, you know, have them rehearse it so
Mm-hmm.
that they can get it right when they record because time was money and money was time.
Absolutely.
You know, and now, you know, somebody can sample your hard work, but they got to pay for it if you can catch the sample, or um, they can play it electronically, but it still is not.
Well, it's
You
not.
know, it's
It's
not
never.
the same as the
No.
stroke of a string.
Absolutely not.
So that's like you know having a plastic piece. Yeah.
Okay. See, but one of the things that's because trying to explain to a lot of the newer DJs coming in today, you know, because the greatest thing for a DJ, and I can hopefully speak for a lot of DJs that have been doing it for 20, 30 years. Most important thing is to hear that needle hit that record and just that crackle. It's just that crackle that has made you enjoy the fact of what you did. You know, we've gotten very digital, we've gotten very easy, and of
Well,
course,
see, don't nobody want to carry all that
oh,
stuff anymore.
absolutely.
But
No,
I'm
oh, I
not that
agree.
don't make it right. I'm just saying, you
Oh, I'm
know,
no, no, I'm not.
we want the older we start to appreciate technology more
Mm-hmm.
because we tired,
Right.
and so you know we pass that on to our children,
Mm-hmm.
and they tired.
Right.
So they're not fixing to carry nothing either.
Oh,
So
absolutely
I
not.
mean, when you find a child in a rare form that wants to carry a record, then you know they weird. They're gonna be weird. Okay, they might end up rich, but they gonna be that's a weird child. Okay, everybody want a USB drive or
Mm-hmm.
whatever the latest technology is. Ain't nobody trying to carry all
Oh
that.
no,
Okay,
absolutely
so
no.
and then you got to spend your money with somebody else to carry the rest of it, and then somebody got to carry all that back home. So
Mm-hmm.
you know, there's a lot of carrying. You
Exactly.
know, so that ain't what's going on no more. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's you know maybe we had a little slavery in us back then.
Right.
That's over with. Okay, that's over with. Now, we done with. We finished with that.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
no, no. It's much easier to
and
walk
that's
around with a little
and
thing
it
like
just
that.
make you
Absolutely.
mad because you ain't gonna hit a crackling unless
Nope.
somebody records.
Exactly. Exactly. So I mean, so again, that makes a reference to disco and house music. You know, it's we love. Absolutely love this stuff. Absolutely love it. I hate playing it, but absolutely love it.
I love this stuff.
I love it.
I love it.
I hate playing it because the appreciation of it is not there as it used to be, and especially like with Sylvester and Donna and
I dare you put on Sylvester in the club. Now somebody got to remix what's already
right.
remixed. But
Mm-hmm.
they got to put this little thing and make it. I just challenge them not to be doing that while I'm singing my song. Don't play with the knob. Leave it
Right.
alone. Leave it
Y'all
alone.
heard
Leave
that.
it alone. Let me sing it by myself. A track already there.
If you see
And
Teresa
start
singing that
remixing me
song,
while I'm
don't
singing it.
turn
Let
a
me sing.
knob.
Leave it alone. I
Don't
don't
turn a
need no
knob.
help. It ain't in the song.
Right.
It's not in there. I'm lying.
My favorite Sylvester song is "I Need Somebody to Love Tonight." I love that song. No matter how many times I've
I
heard it.
need somebody to love tonight.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I love that song.
Mm.
Not fast, real slow. Again, you feel him sing.
Well, Sylvester's just a church singer like the rest of us. Hallelujah.
Damn fool is what he was. I
He,
love.
no, I mean, a church, you want some food, it's supposed to go to church.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, he's
Absolutely.
a clown.
Absolutely.
He brought church out for hours and hours. He
Okay.
was feeling the spirit. For
So.
hours and hours, the church just keep on going on. Ooh, and don't let us be able to sing, child. We ain't ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Oh no.
anyway, what you got to
Mm-hmm. Keep right on going.
say?
Uh, so a lot of things that you do now, in case that people don't know, there is what you call a Tea Time Tuesday. Uh,
It's like a tea time Tuesday.
mm-hmm.
Cook that food.
Yes.
Cook that
Well,
meat.
it's a concert with food. That's what that is.
Well, you know what? When you're in the kitchen and you singing, you can just get through quick, okay?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know.
My husband got to eat every Tuesday at
Oh.
least. And I try to cook enough so he has some leftovers,
Mm-hmm.
okay?
I, because I think a lot of times the people, again, you need to watch and listen to this woman because it's not just about the concert. It's not just about
It's
the
about
image.
how the sound sometimes will work when I need it to work.
No,
Because,
I mean, in
no,
regards to
let me
fact.
tell them what be happening. Sometimes the damn sound be breaking down on me because I done hit something with a pot or a pan, so the speaker might get messed up, and I got somebody got to come back, got to pay somebody to come back over there and switch the knobs. I'm over there typing the recipe in during the show,
Mm-hmm.
and then I have to put it up on the screen because ain't no damn body else in the kitchen with me. Okay, 9 times out of 10, if they in the kitchen with me, they waiting for the food to get
Right.
finished, or they having a cocktail with me because
Mm-hmm.
because many in there trying to cook. Okay, Hazel, I'm sorry. Hazel is in there trying to cook. So, like, literally, it's a lot happening in that kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And then y'all don't even see what happened before the show started. I got to put makeup on, I got to put clothes on, I got to scrub and make sure everything look right because I don't want anybody out in my kitchen talking about I'm nasty.
Right.
Stuff I got to do. I got to scrub my fingernails and stuff before I start cooking. I got to scrub them and scrub them because I got these whole nails on,
Mm-hmm.
trying to be that type of wife. It's a lot happening. You can't go on stage with your fingernails looking like you all ate up and stuff. So you got to have your nails done. So I'm in there just scrubbing my nails. And once you use a glove, every time I use a glove, I stab it. The glove got a hole in it, so I may as well clean your damn nails anyway. I don't know why people cooking with dirty nails. They get on my nerves. I'm like, hey, cooking dirty food. All right, that's probably what happened. There. Why my mouth hurt over here after I had to do this. I ate last couple of days, and whatever I ate, something was contaminated. So, probably somebody with the dirty damn nails. They don't tell them what it was, but
I thought it was canned food.
yeah, I thought it was, but I don't know. You just don't never know these days. That's my point. You don't know hell. You don't know these days. You don't know what's going on up in the kitchen.
Yeah,
Like
right.
all up in these places why they charge you thousands of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
And then people, the eggs done got sick. And who got sick? The chicken got sick, now the eggs sick.
Mm-hmm.
We got high ass eggs. There's a lot going on. Every time I go buy groceries for tea time, I have to think about it. I'm like, is it worth it? Is it worth it for me to be getting up here singing for an hour and 15 minutes trying to put some food on the table for my husband to eat it? And he'll come in and say, I'm thank you, baby. And he'll just give it. And then he gone. Then I gotta wash all them damn dishes, okay? Hey, I'm starting to think about this. There's something going on right here. Yes, but we got tea time.
Don't you dare stop tea time. Okay. So, in case you guys, again, like I said, on Tuesdays, usually around 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Yeah,
6 o'clock Central Standard
Central
Time.
Standard Time.
But I don't know if you need to encourage them now, child. 'Cause
Oh no, no,
I'm
they
rethinking about this here thing a bit.
no, they need to know. So just let you know, because not only do you get a concert, you get a on how to make a whole meal, because she will do it right there in front of you,
Right there in front of you. Okay.
right, from scratch. You see her chop, cut,
Except
everything.
every now and then, if I want to, if I want to make some quick chili, I would use some seasoning that's in a package. There was a lady who had a problem with it. She said I should be making my own. I was like, go
Mm,
get your own show then.
right.
Get your own show. This is quick meals, sonny.
Mm,
This ain't try to mix the seasonings today. This is quick meals, okay?
wow.
We trying to tell you what doing your kitchen.
On your kitchen, on your show.
Okay, that's why I don't go to other people's pages when they cooking, because I don't want to be hollering about that. No,
No.
don't do that.
Mm-mm.
Oh, what y'all doing with that? Oh my God, did you see her table? Y'all be trying to get in heaven, so I don't be turning to other people's pages when they be cooking.
You see that crowd over there? I know, yeah.
What is it? I don't. I see some stuff on Facebook, people catching stuff on the counter like that. That ain't right.
No.
That ain't right. Your cat should be on the counter, okay?
Oh yeah, we also have to mention the other superstar with Teresa, and that is Gabe. In case you don't know who Gabe is,
Gabe don't go
Gabe
in
is the world to this lady here. He is the most spoiled animal I've ever seen.
Gabe resembles that remark. He is spoiled. Gabriel is a bit spoiled.
A bit.
He's a bit spoiled. He's a little temperamental.
He's a bit.
Just a little bit. He's a little bit spoiled.
Okay.
He's a little temperamental.
A little bit
he's a
more.
little erotic. He got these traits from his daddy. Go to bed early. He's a cranky old man. That's my child. I love him. And,
yeah.
Thank God for him.
Again, check her page out. When she walks this dog talks to her.
Yes, he does talk. Did you see him meditating?
That don't make no sense.
Did you see him meditating on the beach? But them other dogs and them seagulls had him all messed up,
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah.
But he was trying to get his meditation on for a minute. At least he was trying, every now and then, but it was them seagulls and them others,
Usually
other
when you're the only one, it's almost hard to give up that spotlight and don't come into my stuff. And I understand.
He don't have no problem. He said he cuss folks out all day.
Oh, I know.
Gabriel is a cusser. That's what I really like about him, because he can cuss.
Mm-hmm. So all right. So we covered tea time.
Wonderful Woman. Let's talk about my Wonderful Woman conference.
That's the next thing else.
Thank you. Yes, Wonderful Woman. I believe women have forgotten how to celebrate themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean just be talking about, yes, we celebrate ourselves. I just mean just stop being everything else and just relax and party, and nurture each other um, and just turn up. Because we have so many responsibilities.
Mm-hmm.
We got to carry the world, and sometimes we got to be able to just step away from it and just have a moment to be you with your girlfriend, your friends and stuff. Have a moment with your friends.
Okay.
And by your damn self, because that's a wonderful thing too.
Oh yeah.
And just come and hang out. And I want that environment. I want to create that environment. There's some little nice things to be told you, but it ain't gonna be no long preaching and stuff, because I don't want to hear it. But we will talk about romance and finance. We will talk about the vajayjay statement.
Okay.
Uh, we will have chocolate noir there. Chocolate, women need chocolate. Chocolate is in a good mood. Green bling. Everybody gonna bling. We got lashes and lips, baby. It's all about the things. We got sipping and painting. Just things to make you happy. Probably somebody called me about them selling some purses or some clothes. I gotta look at it. I gotta see what's going on. I don't want no swap meet.
Right.
Like that kind of thing. But I just want to have a good time. And some trans sisters coming.
Okay.
You know, we got some drag girls. I don't even want to call them illusions.
Right.
Because, baby, they can recreate some things.
Yes, they can.
But they be having on their drag, baby. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, it's the Diamond Carrington, uh, wait a minute, Diamond Valentino Carrington Cassadine. Baby, it's a long name. But
Mm-hmm.
Diamond will be there, okay? And Tony Valentino will be there. Uh, I'm trying to get one more other person, but I can't tell y'all who it is because then I'm gonna, ruined it, and then they don't show up and it'll be a mess. So I ain't gonna say who else. But it's gonna be like a really great weekend. We're gonna be up all night long, all night, all night long. We're gonna be up, turn it up, and then we got Shantae Savage coming through to perform.
Okay.
Yes, we got Tone, and then I got all lady DJs.
Okay.
Somebody wasn't available last time.
Mm-hmm.
But the weekend ain't over, girl.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I was talking to DJ Juicy.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's all, it's really gonna be like a really cool weekend. We've got DJ Alicia, but she did our pajama party last year. And the ladies really like her. And then we have First Lady. We got First Lady.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got Lori Hay. I got it right. Lori Branch. Thank you. Uh, we got Lori Branch. I'm supposed to be studying.
Mm-hmm.
And we have Sundance.
Private,
Yeah.
private studio.
Yeah.
Okay.
So y'all, I'm gonna put up this no food ticket for the people who talking about they don't have to have no food. So I'm gonna put up this no food ticket for Saturday, and I'm gonna leave it up for like 2 days, and then I'm gonna take it down. Okay, uh, that's what I'm gonna do, and that way for the people who are saying, that ticket was too high, I'm gonna help your ass out. For a few minutes, we're gonna be friends. We're gonna stop there because eggs are high. Eggs is $4,000.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the chicken and suit somebody.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, that's what we're doing, and it's just on my website.
Okay, so what can you look for that?
TERISAGRIFFIN.com. That's TERISAGRIFFIN. For those of you who keeps going TERE, that is not it. It is TERI. That part.
And the weekend is this weekend?
Oh, the weekend is March the 24th through the 26th. It is. We got comments. We got chicken and waffles. We got the books. Uh, they sponsored us. So
Okay.
basically, trying to get some more companies to come in.
Mm-hmm.
Just,
It gets bigger every year.
Uncle Remus.
It gets bigger every year.
Yeah, Uncle Remus. And so, yeah, and then I have partners. So it's a good weekend. And I hope y'all will show up.
I'm gonna be outside. Like did you bring me a plate of chicken and waffles and place it outside and I'll just pick it up and go.
You ain't gonna get no chicken and waffles at mine, there ain't no chicken and waffles there. They ain't bringing no food. We have to help them.
Oh, they just help me. Okay, I got you. Well,
you gonna make me fall out this chair. No, darling. They will not be bringing chicken and waffles to my house. Honey child.
Okay.
That don't mean I won't eat none.
I know you, but ain't nobody gonna turn it down.
No, they can be bringing it to they put you out the hotel, bring it up. I am gonna have a little something upstairs.
I know.
We leave that alone.
I know. I know.
A sandwich or two.
Mm-hmm.
Well, everybody gotta have their nice snacks.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Ain't that right, Juicy? There it is.
Okay, so it is now 11:02.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for blessing me again. It's anytime that I get an opportunity to talk to you, see you, hear you, I am extremely overwhelmed with joy. It is, like I said, it's 11:02. It is WNUR 89.3 in FM and HD1 Everson, Chicago. This was the Vintage House Radio Show. Tonight's host was DJ Rocky Floyd. His guest was the incomparable Teresa Griffin. Once again, TERISAGRIFFIN.com. Check her out for everything that she does. Also go on Facebook, and she is the Tea Time Tuesday. So if you want to learn how to make a meal, she will teach you from scratch. So once again, I appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight, listening. And this is the end of the show for the evening, and they'll be picking up again next weekend. Thank you for listening.
These guys are all big influences on me and certainly house music.
So let's go on that. I want to talk a little bit about each of your illustrious careers, because you guys have done a lot. All three of you have done amazing, have had amazing contributions to what we call house music. This is the Vintage House Show. And so part of what that is about is celebration and preservation. This is Lawrence framing, but the celebration and preservation of Chicago house legends and Chicago house music. And